Well, to part two. Yes, so somewhere different this time. This, right, they're trying to make this a reed bed, sort of nature sanctuary thing. Hey, there's bleeding great water treatment works behind me. But yeah, I don't know whether I mentioned this in the last one, but I had a diagnosis from the doctor about, being complaining about really sore feet. Turns out I have plantar fasciitis. Basically, I've got, normally it's like a limp that athletes get it and stuff like that, right? And people who don't learn to run correctly, long distance runs and stuff like that. And it's an inflamed tendon. Now it's got past the stage of being able to treat it normally. I've got some physio that I'm on doing these damn stupid feet exercises that don't seem to be doing a damn bit of good. If they don't work, normally they're given a course of injections, but it's all my sort of off the record that usually about 70% of the people who have them have a serious infection. And if you get a serious infection, they basically got to chop your feet off, right? Which is a bit uncool, you know what I mean? The other option is an operation. Now the operation is a 50-50 chance that it might work or it might not. If it doesn't, I'll be using sticks by Christmas, I'm going to pray that this physio works, so I'm giving it a really good go at the whole thing. There's another, by the way, there's another part of the Ground Up series now up, went up last night, the brushes section. It's in 4 parts. Is it 3 or 4 parts? I think it's 4 parts. And the last section's a hard surface sculpting tutorial. Now we use, not that particular model, but something very, very similar for the hard surface texturing that comes next. Now let's have a walk along here and see the stream while I'm talking. Now, they had that whole World of Warcraft orc thing planned, right? Dumped that. I took a look at it and I thought, I can do fucking better than this. And basically, even though it's only a tutorial, I know it's only, but it's not, paid work sort of thing, right? It's not a paid model. I thought, well, this is going to stick around a while. That's simply not good enough. Besides, a head just doesn't cut it in my book. So what I've done is I've junked that, right? Completely. No, never see the light of day. Especially since the drive was later killed. Say the point. I've just finished the modelling section of a complete character. This one. This next bit covers a complete character that we'll be using as we progress over in wave 2 and 3 for a number of things. Okay, I'll just cover the microphone up so you don't hear the wind. I'm pretty pleased with it. Really am. The modelling actually was done in about 45 minutes or so, I think. Maybe a bit longer, but maybe about an hour or something like that. So, but I've took it pretty slowly so people will be able to understand what's happening. I won't tell you what the character is yet. Leave it as a bit of a surprise. But yes, now you can see a stream. Very peaceful. This is the first time I've been out in what must be a couple of weeks. My feet are killing me. I've got a bad head. I mean, sort of back's hurting because there's a spring went in the mattress last night. I know it wasn't due to anything rude. You know why I'm bending over, my socks around me bloody ankle somewhere. Right. So I'm in a world of pain, but it is worth that pain to come out and have a bit of sanity time, because by Christ I need it. As I say, it's been a mad week. Not the normal sort of run-of-the-mill week by any stretch of imagination. Now, some of you will have noticed that if you look on the section that covers the Quick Start series especially, then I put a disclaimer on. Alright? I had to do this because it came to my attention that a few people were planning to basically rip this off wholesale, all the information and the techniques I came up with and invented for this series. Yeah, some of them were Dave Cardwell's, at least half of them, well over half were mine, alright? Brand new ones. So I didn't really want somebody else making a shed load of dosh out of my brain. So there's now a disclaimer. You can use them in production from now to bloody doomsday for all I care. That's great. You can, in a model for whatever you want. But you are not allowed to put them in a tutorial, in a video, a DVD, a book, a written article. Not a damn thing without my permission. I can tell you now, I ain't going to give it. I invented the techniques, I own them. Simple as that. If you don't like it, don't watch the series. But I'm not going to be ripped off. I've been ripped off too many times in my life and made other people rich. I'm not doing it again. And if I'm doing this series for nothing, when I could, at the moment, the hours I've done already, it's at least 2 DVDs worth, including the stuff that you haven't seen yet. That's a 20 grand hit I've taken, right? I could have made 20 grand out of that in a recession. It's now officially a recession, by the way. So please don't whinge about, you know, people should be able to use that knowledge. No, I'm sorry, you're not going to make money out of my brain. End of. Simple as that. But it does what it's supposed to. It learns everybody how to use Mudbox. The actual learn how to use it stuff, obviously you can do with that what you like. Bit pointless mine trying to sell it, because it's all going to come through me first. And the only place you're going to be able to learn from it, a lot of the stuff, is from my tutorials. That's the whole reason behind them. The reason why I Autodesk myself is doing this. So everybody else is doing second generation sort of, you know, rip off of it basically. You don't need to. You don't feel free, you know, you don't waste your money, you can do. No skin off my nose. Oh dear, it's the dog again. Bloody always barking that thing. But yeah, so I want to get a fair whack of the ground up wave 2 and wave 3 wound up before Christmas. Once we've done wave 3, I am tempted, if the right amount of stuff's been covered, to say that's it, draw a line under it, because it is getting to the point where Wayne's got to get down to some serious bloody paid work to bring the cash in, alright? It's as simple as that, right? I'm not making a penny off these, so I don't mind while I've got the time. But suffice it to say, you bugger, out of breath. You know, so I say that I'm not going to keep doing them forever, right? Also, as there's something else in the pipeline, now it seems to fit in time as any. The book I'm working on, for those that didn't actually bloody guess, is a Mudbox book, right? This book is something special. When basically Autodesk said to me, look, we know you're a writer, you did a good job with the ZBrush book, their word, not mine, right? Because a lot of guys at Autodesk actually bought this, the ZBrush book. Once they found out I was doing the quick start stuff from the ground up, right, see what I was like. They said, have you ever thought of doing a Mudbox book? I said, well, I had actually, you know, hasn't got past the planning stage, but, you know, at the time. But, I've had it in mind for a while. And, you know, they basically said they would give me whatever help they could. And we started talking about it, myself, Dave Cardwell, and some of the other sort of suits at Autodesk. I had two choices, basically. It was up to me. I could either do exactly the same as I did for the ZBrush book and do it all me from cover to cover, right? And probably take a year of my life to do it, or to try something a bit different. The beauty of doing the ground up series and the quick start series for, you know, the Autodesk hosting and stuff, is that I now have some interesting contacts. So this book, what I've done is round up the world's best production artists. Not just the guys you've heard of, but the guys at the very, very sharp end. The guys that don't have time to go on bloody forums, right? The guys who want on a fame trip, okay? They're looking for a job, they've been working there for years. And that is what I'm going to do. I'm not giving you the names. I'll give you some of the companies though. There's guys from Blur Studios, Weller, Tippett, might be some Pixar guys. Right, that's enough. The majority of the book's going to be mine, right? I'll be doing at least 80 to 85% of the book. These guys are there to add a little bit of something different. Now last night I came up with a revolutionary workflow for Mudbox. This one's not going in the quick start, it's not going in the ground up. This one is going straight in the bloody book. Because some of them, if you wonder why the quick start ones will start slowing down, is I do have to keep some stuff for this book, but also the more you do, the more difficult it is to come up with something totally original. Right? So let's have a look at time. Nearly take a wind up, so there you go. That's what I'm working on. Don't ask us when it's going to be out. We're aiming for middle of next year. But, oh by the way, this book will be in colour. Yeah. Interesting, eh? That's one of the things that took a lot of negotiating and sorting out. Still not set in stone whether it's going to be all colour or just large amount of colour pages. But there you go, lovely, eh? It'll be something very special, and if you use Mudbox, you're going to want it. I can promise you that. Right, time for me to get going. I can hardly breathe because my asthma's bad, on top of everything else, and I've got some work to do when I get in. So I'll see you all next time. Sorry for the big gap, but sometimes the flu bites, you know what I mean. See you all next time. Bye bye.